What's up, guys? This is Black Feather Master 69 giving you an update deck profile of my Dark Worlds. It's one of my favorite decks, and I've been playing it for a few months now, and I've got it just the way I want it. So here we go. 3 Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World, standard. My friend Julie got these for me. My Orca is very nice, very good. 3 Snow on Light of Dark World. Searcher, gotta run 3, one of my really good. Searches everything in the deck. 3 Brow, Huntsman of Dark World. Extra draw power is always nice. Yeah. 2 Silva and 2 Gold. People don't like running this. In my opinion, I love these 2 cards. Sometimes, yeah, they can be dead. However, I just like going into the 5-star Exceeds a lot, and it really just gives extra power to the deck. And usually for me, whenever I draw them, I usually have stuff to do, so I usually can get rid of them easily. And I play the 1 Beige, because Beige is good, and I like Beige. Just easier Grapha. 2 Trans Archfiend, it's just, you need to run this card. It is probably one of the best cards in Dark Worlds, just because not only can he discard and gain power, but he can, when he's destroyed, you can get back whenever you're removed from play Fiends, so just helps you get, if they ever DD Crow any of your monsters, it's just like that. Finally, for the monsters, we are having 2 Tour Guides. I love Tour Guide. It is just one of this, in my opinion, it makes this deck a lot faster. I just like going first turn Zen mains, or, well, that's what I'll be doing when it gets reprinted, but, you know, I love Tour Guide, and I just love going for it. It's really easy to get it out, too, since everything's a fiend. On the spells, we have 3 Gates. This is the main card, I'd guess, in the deck. Just, you gotta run it at 3. Such a good card. Next, we have 3 Dealings. I like 3 Dealings. I just like drawing that 1 and discarding 1. He's not good in mirror matches, well, because, well, you can get it, they'll get the draw and everything, but other than that, it's still a good card. If your opponents have like a really good hand and they draw like all the cards, they don't want to discard anything, it's always good doing that too. And next, on to 3 Drag Down to the Grave. This card is amazing in my opinion. I usually would just activate it. I'd set all my extra spell and traps, and if I only have Dark Worlds in my hand, I activate it, and they're just like, son of a bitch. They hate it when I play this card, because I'll destroy their hand. I get to look at it, and I can Mind Crush them later if I ever sight it in. I'll tell you why I'm not maining it later. 1 Foolish for Grapha Engrave. 1 Card Destruction, because it's broken. 1 Reborn. 1 Storm. And 1 Dark Hole, just all staples. Now on to traps. I play 3 Reckless Greed. I like Reckless Greed. It's just usually when you draw at least 2 of them, or even 3, it's always just a plus for me. Sometimes it can be dead drawish, mainly because like if it's late game and you just draw it and you're like, oh shit, I did not need this, but you just set it and they destroy it or something, and you just like activate it. You know, for me, this happened. I had a bad hand, I drew this, I set it, they tried to destroy it, that happened. It actually won me a game. It's won me games, so it's all good. I like it. Sorry for that rant. Yeah. 2 Compulse. It's one of my favorite traps. I will run this. I have this like in every one of my decks. I have 3 decks right now, and I run it in every one of them. I just think it's one of the most broken trap cards ever, because it can get past Zen mains, it can get past Gotchi, anything that says can't be destroyed. This gets past that. It's just so good. Stardust too, yeah. And then the 1 Torrential. I don't need 2, I just like 1. I don't have enough room for another one, but you know, it's just good. It's Torrential. And then 1 Smog, 1 Skeleton. These 2 are some of my favorites. I love pulling this off in Inzectors, Wind-Ups, I guess Chaos Dragon, it's good too, but this card's really great. This card just broke. I mean, it's just amazing, and it's just one of my favorite cards in this whole deck, because if you activate it and they're like Monster Reborn, you activate this, remove their target and get a monster. Like I'll usually just ditch any Dark World and get their effects. It's just really good. Alright, that was the main deck. That is 40 cards. Now we will be going on to the extra deck. For 8s, we have Neo Galaxy Photon Dragon and Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. I've gone into both of these. He's amazing because you can easily go for him and destroy stuff. This card is just funny to pull off. I've done it before, and it's actually won me games, which is funny. But yeah, no, those two guys. Now for 5s, we have 1 Tiras, 1 Adrius, 1 Zenmayo. This card, I like Zenmayo. It's just really good. I like destroying their set cards. Adrius, of course, these two are self-explanatory because they're the best 5s out there. And Zenmayo is just one of my favorites because he just destroys set cards, and I've pulled him off a lot. It's always good. Now for 4s. 1 Utopia Ray, 1 Utopia, 1 Pearl, and 1 Maestro. This is self-explanatory 4 because he's just the main one you use, plus he becomes 21 and 26 with Gates. He's 26 to get past stuff, and oh yeah, New Hidden Arsenal 6. I just like that. It just, in my opinion, I just like that better than the common. Next we have the Utopia and the Ray. I just like playing those two just because Utopia is good, and you never know when you could actually go for it. And then last we have 3s, which is a lot of them for a lot of stuff. Acid Golem, Leviathan, and Levier. These are the 3 main 3s I go for. I would be going for, and a Brilliant. He will be switched out for Zen mains eventually, but for now these are like the 4 main ones I go for. And then finally, a Tempo, and a Mizurime. These two I've actually pulled off, and these two are actually really good. She, because she just detaches an Exceed material on your monster, so like they have like in a Tomb or like a Zen mains, they have like 1 more left, you just get rid of that, they don't get it, and then you just destroy it, because he gains 500. And they're both Fiends, by the way, so he becomes 18, and when he doubles his attack points, so he can become a 36 beater, and it's just good if they have like that random shining on the field, and you just can't get rid of it. Now on to side deck. A couple of them is just my tech choice. I mean, you don't have to do it, it's just what I think. Kinetic Soldier. This card is actually, in my opinion, it's actually a really good card. I've played it against heroes since everything they summon. The only monster that could probably get past it, if this isn't on the field, like, is their Shining if they have 3 removed. Other than that, if they just have 2, you just summon this, attack, and he becomes a 3350. So it's just an extra 150, and it's just that extra counts. And yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. It's just good against warriors, and also sometimes 6 hams if you ever do that. 3 MST, that's self-explanatory. I mean, they always side the removal hate, so you always got to get rid of it no matter what. Second Smog and second Skill Drain. I'll usually just side this in with my other Skill Drain, or that with my other Smog if I'm going against Inzektor. Or actually no, usually if I'm going against heroes, I'll just side the second one in. If I'm going against Inzektors, I'll side both of these in, because this is broken and this is broken in Inzektors. They're just, it's always, yeah. 2 goes in match. Every single card in this deck is dark, and I'll usually just, if I have an Exceed on the field, I'll make sure it's dark, or if it's just something else. This card is just really good not to play. I've pulled it off before on heroes when this guy was playing Bubble Beat, like Macro Heroes or whatever. I played this. It saved me for a few turns. I still lost the duel, but it was the only reason he beat me was because he beat me on the last turn of the match, and my next card would have won me the game. So if it wasn't for that one turn, I would have won. But that we're not talking about that now. But no, this card's good. It saved me, so it's a good card. 2 Light Imprisoning for heretics and other shit. You know, just good card to side. 2 Mind Crush. People wonder why I don't main this. I just think it's only good in some decks, and I'd rather main 2 Compulses than this thing. I mean, yeah, it's a decent card. I'll play it, but I just side it, yeah. And then finally, 1 Deck Devi and 1 Eradicator. These two are 2 of my favorites. I usually side them both. I usually just will side this in against Inzektors, this in against Final Countdown, Inzectors, Wind-Ups, all that stuff. Usually just side them, one or two of them both in. It's always goodbye monsters. Alright guys, that was my deck. Sorry this video took so long. I was just bored as shit, so I felt like doing this. Just rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.